Hey, good night, everyone. This is Arjan again. Maybe you saw me yesterday, and today I just want to talk about mind power. Really, mind power. Wow, what a great concept. How I come up this topic? Well, yesterday we have talked about making choices, right? And what choices you make and how that influence your life. Well, today, wow, it's confession time. Guys, I have to make a confession. For like 20 or 30 years, I spent a lot of time watching television, listen to the radio, listen to people reading newspapers. Now, why is that important? That stuff, it feeds your mind, right? What you read, what you talk about, or what you think about, that's the noise what's in your head each time. Or for instance, when you're traveling, right? How many people are commuters? What means that you travel to work each day. What do you do in that period? Normally, you can put, of course, you put some music on, or you could put a CD on. But guys, I have a confession to make. I want to give you a big advice. Don't always watch television just for the sake of watching television. One of the big regrets I did for a long time. In a long time, I went to work, got home, sat on the couch and thinking, I had an awful day, And what do? I push the on button on the television. And you know what? A lot of crap comes out of that television. Commercials, noise, all kind of stuff. It makes me tired. So what you do now? You think about what are you watching. If you even have to watch television, then you might better put on something you really enjoy, like a great movie or something inspiring, or maybe documentaries or something what you really get passionate about. Why? Because it develops your mind. It develops where you go. Hey, I'm seeing some people watching. Great. Hey, Sonja, how you doing? I hope you have a great evening. Marco, nice to see you here. Today I'm talking about a topic called mind power. What are we feeding our mind? And I was just saying, actually, I was making a confession that I've been dumb for a long time. Why I think I was making myself dumb? Because I was feeding myself with the same hype each day, same commercials I watch each day. I've spent many years in my life, honestly, that I spent 2 or 3 hours each day easily watching television. And not even watching, but it was just on for the sake of it. Can you imagine if you were reading a book, or if you were playing with your spouse, or playing with your kids, or doing something educational or something what really helps you, or doing some developing? You can get a degree. If you go to school, hey, Martijn Duk, how you doing? How is the shoe business going? Martijn Duk, for people who don't know him, is a friend of mine from the old days in school. He's watching, and he has his own company now. So if you really like nice shoes, if you think, I should buy some great shoes, definitely look this guy up on the internet. He started a great shoe business. Martijn, I hope you're selling millions of shoes. But Martijn Duk, awesome guy. He makes his own shoes. But topic of today is mind power. So I was just saying that, I was watching television, right? And you're feeding your mind. But normally when you go to school, right, it takes me maybe 4 or 6 years to get a degree, to get a diploma, right? What time does it take? 4 or 6 years to get a diploma? Can you imagine each day the time you spend in your car commuting from work and back and so on? Or if you're watching television, you can master a skill. Can you imagine if you do something worthwhile watching, if you're feeling something, say for instance you like piano, right? And you're thinking about, okay, I don't have time to learn how to speak piano. If you listen to piano each day, for instance, if that's your hobby or your passion, right? Or if you look at how people say, or if you look at YouTube, because YouTube now, you could say it's maybe the new television, same as Netflix and more, those channels are nowadays, right? That is developing you. That gives you great skills. Now, can you imagine? I'm 45 now. I'm thinking now, and that's why I feel so serious to share this with you, also for younger people. Are there younger people watching today? Guys, be careful how you feed your mind. If I give you one great advice how you can be much more ahead, even if you get a diploma or not, Be careful with your television. Be careful on your radio. Because not everything on radio or not everything on television is great stuff. A lot of stuff is crap. It's not even true. And it's tiresome. You know, if you had a full day, and most of people who work today, we work with computer nowadays. Yes or yes? So a lot of people work with a computer. So what does that mean? If you work the whole day with a computer, you got at home, and instead of give yourself a little bit of ease or working out or do something smart or something healthy, we'll watch to the tube, right? Another word for television. So we watch to the television again, and we do the same thing over and over. And it's tiresome. So by the time you get into bed, your mind going with all those stuff, oh, Trump or Hilton or blah, blah, blah. How important is that for you? Listen, guys. Yesterday we talked about choices. The choices you make in life are the choices you make, are what you are passionate about. It will help you how to develop where you're going to get there from now or in a couple of years on. So, same here. Where do you tune into? Where get you fired up to? Where do you get passion from? It's how you feed your mind. Why? Because your mind, it's your own prison, you know. Your mind can be your own prison. Your mind will give you a zillion thoughts each day. And it can be positive. There also can be negative, right? There are very, very, very many things that can happen. Many thoughts, what come on. So it's mind power. And the confession, guys, oh man, a lot of things what I learned for the last 2 years. I've been doing a lot of things and realizing now. And I think if I know knowledge, well, at least what I can do is share it with you. Why are you speaking English now, you might ask? That's because I know a lot of people worldwide. For people who know me a little bit more or know more about me, they also know that I lived in the United States. I also have been in England a couple of times. I got a lot of people abroad. That's why I do these movies in English, because I have a bigger reach in English, right? So it's not that I don't want to speak Dutch. Don't get me wrong, people. I love our country. We have a great country. Holland is one of the greatest countries in the world when I think of it. And I love this country. But you know, the content I do it on purpose on English. Why? Because I think that each people, no matter if you live in this country or another country, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Because we all have Western, right? And we all have internet and all that. Petra Swemmer, nice to see you. How are you doing? Peter Swemmer, I met you a couple of days ago. We were in an event at yours. Tonight I'm doing a movie, and tonight I'm speaking about mind power, about how important it is how we feed our mind. So what I mean by that is, when you go home, are you watching television? Or when you're in your car commuting to your work, or do you want to put on your radio? And if you do, what do you put up? Maybe it's even easier, because now we have a lot on YouTube. Maybe you can put plugs in your ears, right? And you listen to something you really like, or some great coaches, or some great inspirational speakers, or something which motivates you. It will have a compound effect. For people who don't know what a compound effect is, you do an activity and you have more results. What that means is, say for instance you drive with your car to work, right? And you listen to something inspiring. What will happen when you come to work? You're already fired up. You're already motivated. So you will achieve more, because you came from your car, and instead of listening to the crap on the radio, you listen to some great motivated stuff. So you come in there, you come into work, and no matter you put on your computer, 100 emails, doesn't matter, right? Because you feel fired up, you feel charged. So, okay, so we have 100 emails. Does it matter? No, it doesn't matter. Anne Fleur, how are you doing? Sorry, Anne Fleur, I couldn't make it tomorrow. I'm not going to make it tomorrow on your birthday. Anne Fleur, for people who don't know Anne Fleur is family of mine. Actually, we should see a happy birthday for you. So I will do that right now. I say, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Anne Fleur. Happy birthday to you. Sorry, I cannot make it tomorrow, Anne Fleur, but I will see you soon, because tomorrow I have to do another event, and we're going to speak to some people, but we'll meet up soon. And if you're wondering where this movie was about, I was talking this movie on a topic called Mindpower. VJ, nice that you join in. It's great that you're watching as well. Tonight the topic is Mindpower. Again, the important things what we're talking about is, people, how do you feel your mind? How do you feed your mind? Also with newspapers, also with people. Another tip what I have. Okay, who are the 10 people you spend the most time with in your life? So for anyone who's watching right now, or for anyone who's going to see this movie later, Ask yourself this question. Who are the 10 people where you spend the most time with in your life? And what do those people represent to you? Could be family, could be others, but how do they talk to you? What are they talking about? Do they lift you up? Do they stimulate you? Do they give you guidance? Or are they gonna support you in the choices you make? Are you have great educational conversations with them? Do they lift you up? Or do you get tired? You know, how many people you know? I have them myself, also in my family, but also outside my family. You go somewhere and wow, man, when I go, I'm watching on my clock, you know, even I start watching on my clock. Can we go? Can we go? Because it's tiresome. Now, I'm not saying you should ditch all your friends or all your family. Hey, for instance, sometimes it could be your parents, right? So you cannot ditch your parents. Yeah? That's just saying. For instance, it could be. But what I am saying is you have the choice and you have the choice yourself. Yesterday we spoke about choices. How do you feed your mind? How can mind power work for you? What are the things you think about? When you're in bed, when you're in a car, when you're in your work, how do you educate yourself, right? That's what's important. So, if that's important, know this. You can be HBO or HBO in Nederland, university. You can master a lot of skills. Why? Because nowadays we have the age of internet. What does that mean? Everything is digital. And because it's digital, you can listen to it. You can listen to it. People have put content out just for you to listen. And you can listen to Can I Play With Madness? Can I Play With Madness is just a song what comes up in your mind. It's a song from Iron Maiden, right? You can do that, sure. If you like rock music or so, that's something you could do. But you can also put something in your ears, something that motivates you. Or you can even watch this movie of mine. Hey guys, if you think that this kind of inspires you, or if you think, hey, you should more, please share. You're welcome to share this kind of movies. That's the reason why I do this. My mission is to inspire as much people I know worldwide to really go ahead, to inspire, to live and do the things with your passion. Why? Because I believe that if you do something with passion, you will be really fired up. You will be more successful personally. You can develop yourself in personal development. You will be stronger. You will be a nice person too. And you will be a better person for a lot of people and a leader in great things. And that will help us, guys. Because again, in choices, yesterday we talked about choices. It helps what choices you make. Or what choices can we do to make this earth live a little well. We have one planet, right? We have one planet, okay? So I could be egoistic. Egoistic is a little bit of mind power, the why for myself, right? I shall tell you one of my biggest why mission, why I do this. Okay, here we go. I'm 45, right? I might come 90 and I might become 100. I have one son, and maybe my son will get children as well, and maybe he gets children. Okay, if I show the message, no matter if you have money or no money, if I just show the message to people now, it's all about consuming, and just have money for the sake of having money, meaning I can buy 4 or 5 cars, that's consuming, right? But can you imagine that if you teach people all to have 4 or 5 cars, what will happen to this planet? Just for instance. So what I believe is, what we should teach people and what we should generations, get passions. Money is good. Money is a great thing. Some people hate money. Money is a great thing. If you make a lot of money, that's awesome. Why? Because money gives choices as well. You can help people. It's good for the mind, good for the mindset. And you can help to make the decisions to help even charities or the causes in the world what helps, like Al Gore is doing as well. Al Gore, you might even know, he was used to be vice president in the US. Al Gore is, I saw Al Gore in an inspiration gig a couple weeks ago, and he was in the Seeker Dome. I went to that event, and Al Gore was talking about his personal mission, why he thinks we should make the choices, what are we doing for this world, and do you think about 100 years from now, or 200 years from now, or maybe 1,000 years from now? Yeah, I never used to think about that, but now I have to think about, okay, listen, I think that's important because I have a great life. I like this. I mean, we are lucky, man. We live in the Netherlands. And like I said before, Netherlands is one of the greatest countries to live in, right? So I'm very passionate to live in this country. But hey, would I like my kids to live in this country, or their kids, or even generations after, or any people I know? Sure, hell yes. I would wish that everyone can live here years and years and years to come. But do we understand? There we come, mind power again. Do we understand that the choices we make now, the causes of what we're doing, are we just going to make money for ourselves? Is it just that we need a mission that you need to have a swimming pool or a sauna in your garden? Which is all right. It's nothing bad to have a swimming pool. But, you know, there are bigger choices also that you can make. That is the things what we talk about. That is the things what maybe we should think about. So, again, mind power. What do you think about? Where do you get fired up? Where do you listen to? Who are your examples? Who are your leaders? Which are the examples? Which people are you look up to? Get to find those people. And for some people, it could be me. Hey, if that's it, that's fine. For some people, it's somebody else. Doesn't matter. You know, it's what resonates with you. And it's all different because everybody has his different opinion, thinks differently, and have different heroes. But you know, we were all born. And easily, when we were born, we could say we were zeros. When we were born, we were zeros because we were zeros in knowledge, and then we got skills. And you know how we got skills? By our normal influence, by our normal brought us up, the conditions by the people we knew, our parents, our schooling. But is that always great conditioning? No way, guys. No ways. Why? What does our schools teach us? Go to school, got a diploma, work for 40 years, and then you're happy if you have a pension. Guys, wake up. It's the 2000s. For the young people who are watching, again, there are smarter ways, there are better ways. Don't work hard, work smart. Feed your mind. It's all about mind power. How you do different? Another tip I can give to people, one of my most challenging do, I got one person goal, which is I try to do each day something scary. Each day, I try to do something what is way out of my comfort zone. Why? Because then you get in the habit to do something different, what will push you, because you don't know what it is. So if you do that each day, it will help you to develop the person you come. It will make you bigger. So instead of the old Arjan, because like I said, I had a confession to make, right? What was my confession? I watched way too much television in my life. And nowadays, I spend my days differently. I'm a much happier person. I got things to talk about. I met some great people in the last 2 years. It's unbelievable. I've been to London. I've been to the Netherlands. I've been to a lot of events. I met some awesome people. And I got so many great ideas coming into my mind, and I got so much to share for people. Hey, and it's for free, right? Because you're not paying for this. It's just Facebook, right? So if it's inspiring, I am going to make some calls now because I went to an event today, and I said that tonight I was going to call some people back. So I'm going to close this content for now. I hope that you like this video, and if you got some great feelings about that, that's great. So for all you guys, have a great night, have a good Sunday, and again, be careful with your radio, be careful with your television. Use some great stuff to feed your mind, feed it positively. Alright guys, have a great week and speak to you soon with another topic when I come to think of. Like to talk to you all. See you, bye bye, have a great weekend, bye.